I'm at 6752 Tyler Court in Mason, Ohio, doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for any structural issues, anything that would be concerning to the buyer. Our access is in the rear left of the basement behind the hot water heater. There's a PVC stack. I'm sure there's probably a clean out in the floor also, but it may be underneath some carpet or flooring here. Most likely there's some laminate flooring here in the basement floor, but there should be a floor clean out. We should go by and be able to identify it as we go by, but this should be the rearmost stack. It did look like there is a what do you call it? It did look like there is a manhole in this little kind of a side street at the end of the cul-de-sac that goes up into this driveway. So I may end up having to all this stuff. Oh, there we go. I think I may end up having to run some water here as I go out, but looks like everything came off of it. So this is probably a floor drain. There should be a floor drain over here. As far as where is needed for the condensate, but and there is a little floor drain here in between the hot water heater. I believe there's and then there's a restroom right on the other side of this wall, this stack. So I'm going to run some water through here. Should be PVC all the way out to the main. And like I said, it may even go into, there's that manhole there at the end of the cul-de-sac, the street that comes up towards this driveway. It's kind of partially, it's essentially part of this driveway. So I think that's about where it goes to. That camera lens is only about half an inch off the bottom of the pipe, so it's not much water. Look, most likely we had just passed that floor clean out. It's probably right around in here. I'm surprised we didn't see it. Back a little further than I would expect. Maybe right here. There we go. There is something there on the top of the pipe. That would be the floor clean out. So you should be exiting the house just past that point, going through the foundation, and then it will, once it got outside, it switches over into that green PVC. And the green, most likely it's switching from 4 out to like a 6-inch also. The green, they're both PVC, but green is, essentially it's a different rating. It's a different way of classifying the pipe. This is STR 35, and the interior white stuff is a Schedule 40. They're not the same pipe wall thickness, but they're slightly different applications. Stuff hanging through there, a little glue and stuff here. Let's see some glue. So far, mine looks like it's in really good shape. Should also be there we go right there, an outside clean out. Now most of the time these have been covered over by now. They were installed, they were put in. Usually it's an indication of where the developer had stubbed out the sanitary lateral onto the property before the house was built, and then when the house was built, they would run the line out and connect on right there. So couldn't mean we're getting ready to drop off real heavily. We're getting close to the main. Good distance down to the manhole. I'm not sure if that's should be the high end of the manhole. Heading from there out towards the rest of the street. Oh man, I have to run some more before I get all the way out. We're out about 135 feet or so, and it's getting a little tough to push. Connection. If that's not at the main, run some more to help push the camera out of there. Looks like we're dropping, so probably getting close. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to run some water, see if we can get any further, but I have to be either right in the beginning of the main or getting very close to it. We're out 161 feet, and say we have to be, if nothing else, I can locate it and we'll verify that we are either near the main or in it. So again, we're going to pause the video and get some water running. Okay, you can see the water's made it out. I'm gonna try to push it out and see if it goes any further, but I think pretty much have to be at the main, very, very close to it, 160 something feet. But making all those turns. There we go. Making all these turns is getting pretty hard to push. Go. Here we are finally at the main. So 180 feet away. It's a pretty long way, but the line looked great. Didn't see any defects or anything. Obviously, It's a lot of pipe. Luckily we were able to make it all the way out to the main. And inspect every door. Sometimes with that amount of pipe and as many turns as we had to make, it doesn't always allow you to get the camera all the way out. But the line looks really good. And all held pitch really well. And the water is escaping as designed. The connections look nice and solid. No root intrusion, no bellies of any major concern. Belly is just a low spot, and so sometimes when the line's flat, it might hold a little bit of water, but wasn't really any place in through here that even allowed, or that even the water even covered the lens on the camera, which is only about a ½ inch off the bottom of the pipe, and all this green pipe is 6-inch. Is a 6-inch diameter, so a ½ inch of water and a 6-inch pipe isn't even close to being. So you can actually kind of see the wear marks on the side of the pipe. Your heavy use, which would be, laundry, showers, stuff like that. But even in those cases, it's not getting above about 1/3 of the way up the pipe. And so it's all really, really good. And we'll continue to leave them running while we pull back just to highlight anything that may be low or holding water at all. Even with the water running there, it's barely covering the lens there. You can see that the line is in good structural condition. Go back around that clean out there in the front yard. It's hung up here as it goes back into the 4-inch. So we're coming back into the 4-inch schedule 40. And we're back inside the house. Pretty close to where that water's coming in. from the left, I believe. And there it is right there at the Y. So the main line is coming out of the bathroom there. And I am pulling back up into the line for the stack, and that's why the water's no longer running. This is all from the kitchen, and that's what we were talking about before, a lot of the goo and stuff. It's pretty common to have it from all the food and grease and everything that goes down through the kitchen line. But it's all pretty normal things to find in a sink line. And so we are all the way back, and everything was great. Didn't see any issues at all. The line looked great structurally. All the joints were nice and tight and holding together well. Line is fully functional, and open and flowing. No issues found. So that's going to end the inspection at 6752 Tyler Court in Mason, Ohio.